Hello everyone! Welcome back for more Let's Play The Broken Sword Shadow of the Templars Director's Cut. Joining me is the Yorkshire Raven.
I'm Governor.
We're still in France, you know. But we talked to the receptionist. Once again, we're impersonating somebody to get information from them. If anybody figures out what George is doing, there's going to be jail time involved.
Oh, yeah. They start asking questions, and it's going to be 1 count, 2 count, 3 counts. And Mrs. first count was a case of, have you seen this ID?
Yep. But
You're still guilty of fraud.
yeah. Yep. But, yeah. So we have a doctor here to talk to. Maybe the doctor can inform us something about Nurse Grindle so we can go in prepared?
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Really? If you wish to make an appointment, see the receptionist.
And I just remembered this. For some reason, I thought this guy was going to be a Groucho Marx type. Apparently, he is not.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, sir, I do not.
Does this white powder mean anything to you?
No, sir, I do not pretend to
Style
know the
design between
pharmacist's
George
job.
and the doc.
Yeah, it does look like they got a completely different artist to design that character.
He's more cartoony. George is more...
George is more photorealistic.
Yeah,
Most of the characters in this game are more photorealistic. So when you drag in a cartoony design like that, it really kind of stands out.
yeah.
Does that mean you even look at the face in the window here of the guy we're trying to hunt down? He's still photorealistic. This is a full cartoon design, and it's it is kind of unsettling. Just a little bit.
George, can you stop looking at us?
Do you recognize this red nose, sir?
No, I do not. This is a hospital, not a circus ring.
Yes,
we
cat.
minister to the sick in body, not the sick in mind.
Yeah. Uh-huh. You know I'm trying to do something here, right? Antics of cat. Yes, you probably want attention, but I'm busy now. Could you please stop standing on the mouse? The cat is literally standing on the mouse. I need that mouse. The joys of cat ownership for Let's Players.
Blackjack has merely explained that he signed the contract that every cat signs who belongs to a Let's Player.
Yeah, he's got to interrupt a minimum of 3 times per Let's Play or he doesn't earn his bonus. I'm pretty sure you've interrupted many more than the three necessary times this Let's Play, buddy. I'm pretty sure we're there.
And then there was yesterday as well.
Oh yeah.
What do you make of this tissue, sir?
If I were you, I'd have this sample analyzed.
You know, that's actually remarkably reasonable advice.
Yeah.
May I have the honor of shaking you by the hand?
You may not. I don't encourage physical contact between my staff.
But we're not staff. And we're not pretending to be staff yet. Yes, cat. I do acknowledge your existence.
Does this tool mean anything to you?
Sacre bleu! That's exactly what I needed in my last operation.
It is?
I had to improvise with a knitting needle and a couple of corks. If only you'd been on hand at the time, my patient would have given his right arm for it.
You remember last video when I was wondering what type of doctor would use a tool like that?
We met him.
Apparently we found him, yes.
Also, I am very concerned.
I am very concerned.
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamat?
No, sir, I have not.
Buddy.
Does the name Thomas Moerlin mean anything to you?
No, it does not.
Look at this, Doc. It's a genuine medieval type gemstone.
Yes, so I see. Remarkable.
I have to take this gem to Marquet. He might be able to explain its significance.
My dear chap, Marquet has other things on his mind right now.
Like what?
His catheter, for one.
The catheter would take precedence, yes. Although, I mean, I know what the game's insinuating here. Catheters have many uses in the medical field. It's just there is one major use that they get that is the main one that you see represented in a lot of, well, especially, you know, medical media. In short, man got a tube running up his nether regions into his bladder so he doesn't have to get up to go pee.
I'm looking for a guy named Jacques Marquet.
In which department does he work?
He doesn't. He's a patient.
I see. You do realize there are strict policies regarding visiting hours, don't you?
This is important. I have to talk to Marquet urgently.
We make no exceptions to the rules.
It's a matter of life and death.
The well-oiled running of this hospital is a matter of life and death. That's why we have rules.
Life and death is a different game entirely.
I think I ought to warn you that Marquet is not what he seems.
Explain yourself.
He's in league with a bunch of guys who want to take over the world.
Nonsense. Besides, Marquet's employers have paid in advance for one of our most exclusive private rooms.
Now we find out, as I lean in front of the mic to put up the box, now I find out that the cat just wants treats this whole time instead of attention.
Could you tell me who Marquet's employers are?
Certainly not.
You're not a lot of help.
Thanks for your help.
Help? What help? Well, he gave us no insight into Nurse Grindle there.
As I turned the corner, I saw the source of the hellish noise which echoed through the corridors. It was an industrial polishing machine with an odd-looking guy in tow.
That is very clean.
Please tell me we're going to slip and fall on the freshly washed floor. Freshly polished floor.
You know, I kind of want that machine for work. But we don't have enough extraction cables to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, you do kind of need to be able to plug that in anywhere you got to use it.
Yeah.
The connector in the socket supplied electricity to the polishing machine.
I'm going to wait because I don't think we have to deal with that yet. Just looking. That takes us back to where we were. That moves us over there, and we don't want to go there yet because we got other things to look at around here. Let's talk to him.
Hello.
What's that?
I said hello.
Oh, hiya.
I'd like to talk to you for a minute.
That's what I thought you said. Don't look so down in the mouth. No matter how bad things seem, I never let life get on top of me.
Oh, yeah? What's your secret?
Why, it's easy. All you have to do is smile and whistle this little tune.
You know what? If you start whistling, I'll bust you in the teeth.
Oh,
It's a
look on
deal.
bright side of
It's a
life.
deal.
Do, 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 do.
Okay, I forgot about this guy. It's a deal. He's willing to exchange whistling for getting punched in the mouth. That's fair. Okay, yeah.
Have you seen any unsavory characters lurking about in the quarters?
No, sir, I haven't. But I've got nothing to worry about. What's that, Mr. Shiny? You'd take good care of the rascals, I'll bet you would. With a friend like him, I've no fear of oppressors.
It must be a great comfort.
He is.
This is just a pure Monty Python reference character.
Would Mr. Shiny
feels-
be your
feels
polishing
like it.
machine by any chance?
Please, don't call him that. He's more of a friend than a machine. I've had Mr. Shiny for 3 years, and he's never let me down once.
How come you got so attached to a polishing machine?
I asked you not to call him that. He's got a name, you know.
Yeah, Mr. Shiny. It's just that...
You think it's odd, don't you? I don't mind. The rest of the staff think I'm twisted. I heard them snorking behind me back when I gave Mr. Shiny his weekly pull-through.
Do you know where I'd find a patient called Marquet?
No, I'm not allowed on the wards with Mr. Shiny.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Who is it?
That's what I'm asking you. Have you seen him before?
How should I know? You haven't told me who he is.
Take a look at the photo.
Yeah, okay.
Now, have you seen him before?
No.
Do you recognize this powder?
Is that dandruff?
No way.
It sure looks like dandruff.
It's plaster.
Ugh.
How is that worse than dandruff?
Take a look at this red nose.
Are you a policeman?
No, this is a clown's nose, not a policeman's.
This guy's missing he's missing a few things upstairs, isn't he?
He is certainly a character.
What does this tissue suggest to you?
You have a cold. What you need is vitamin C.
Yes, cat. So treats were not the answer for you? Is that what I'm getting?
He wants more
Would you like to
treats.
shake my hand?
Not until I've washed, if you don't mind, sir.
Would this tool be any use to you?
No, sir. Mr. Shiny has no user-serviceable parts. Whatever that means.
Do you recognize this matchbook?
You should never, ever play with matches.
I know that, but
People get hurt when they do. They end up in hospital, like the burger lady. She was so burned up, they didn't know whether to use bandages or onions.
Onions. That's a hell of a substitution.
Yeah?
do you recognize this pass?
No, I don't. Should I?
No, but I wondered if you'd seen a stranger flashing it about.
No, sir. But if I had, Mr. Shiny would take care of him.
What do you think of this, Sam?
Oh, boy. What is it?
A priceless gemstone found in a medieval castle in Ireland. Get me into Marquet's ward, and it's yours.
I don't wear jewellery.
If this gem was yours, you'd be able to buy 100 Mr. Shinies.
Don't be silly. There's only one Mr. Shiny.
You know, I'm just going to let
See you
you
later.
keep on
Yeah.
being you.
Take care now.
Stay weird, man. Stay weird.
I swear, if the series had more standard characters, we would find him on a set of Red Dwarf.
Yeah, it's very likely. He'd be there to make Rimmer's life more hell than it already is, too.
Oh yeah, and this guy won't be even doing it on purpose.
Hey now, you can't go in there.
How come?
I'm responsible for the contents of that cupboard.
Oh, we can't get in there right now, huh?
We still look cleaning supplies later.
Oui, monsieur.
Is this Ward J2?
It is, but you're not supposed to be here. We have strict rules about visiting hours.
Can't you make an exception? I've come all the way from California.
You must speak to the doctor.
I can't wait that long. What if he snuffs it?
You can't talk like that here. This is a hospital. You will have to leave.
Well, that got us absolutely nowhere. So what we need to do is get in this closet. That's our next thing, because there's something in that closet we could use. However, as long as he's standing right there, not a chance. So the puzzle here is fairly obvious. We're going to deactivate Mr. Shiny.
The plug on Mr. Shiny
As I
out
took
there.
the plug out of the socket, the polishing machine coughed, spluttered, and died.
Mr. Shiny, what's wrong, pal?
He is an ex-polisher!
He is no more.
He has joined the Choir Invisible! If they're making the Monty Python references, I'm making the Monty Python references. Yoink!
Now added to his list of felonies.
Yeah, what? That is George Stobart's sole contribution to this game, impersonating other people. That's what he's here for.
Good afternoon, doctor. The patients are ready for your inspection, doctor.
Thank you, nurse.
You'll need this, doctor.
We need to go do one more thing before we
She
go
gave me
in
a long,
here.
narrow metal box and a stunning smile. Thanks.
Could you take a look at the client in bed number 3 now? His name is Eric Sopmarsh.
Thank you, nurse.
Au revoir, monsieur.
We need to go talk to someone before we continue this. Now that we look like staff.
Excuse me, sir.
Aha! Just the man. You must be the new boy.
Yeah, I must be.
Well, stop wandering about and make yourself useful. Bernie, come here, boy. This is Benoit, my nephew. Can I trust you to look after him?
You know what? Well, let's look after him.
He is fresh out of medical school. It will open his eyes to see a real doctor on the job.
I'll bet.
Show him around. Let him see some real suffering.
How long do you give it before we scare him off? Where'd you go? You just... Oh, there you are. You know, we're supposed to be able to talk to you. Finding the hitbox and talking to this guy is a little bit troublesome. because I hit the talk to him spot, and it just took us into the hallway.
Hi, my name's George Stobart.
Yes, sir?
We're going to yell at you from across the hallway over here.
So what's your name, kid?
Benoit, they call me Bunny.
Bunny? Jeez, and you don't mind?
Oh, I've gotten used to it.
Okay, Benoit, you're gonna help me.
Anything you say, sir.
Do you know anything about a patient named Marquet?
What?
And no, sir, I
A little
don't know much
cutting
about any
to
of the
his
patients.
right.
I've never met a
dumb
doctor
rats.
who admits that he's only human.
I'm only a trainee, sir. I'm sure I'll get the hang of things.
What'd you say there?
Glasses. Compared to his gauge spread compared to the cutting, they don't match.
Yeah, those big red frames he's got on his on the full body shot there. The red frames just don't show up on the close up.
Do you know the nurse on Ward J2?
No, monsieur, this is my first day here. I can't
dear.
wait to get my hands dirty. I was talking about treating my first patient, of course. I didn't mean I'd get my hands dirty with a nurse.
Shut up, Benoit.
Okay, sir.
First day 2.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, monsieur. I've never seen him before.
Do you know what this white powder is?
No, sir.
Does this false nose mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Is that a nasal discharge, sir?
No, it's grease paint. Shake my hand, Benoit.
I don't think that's a good idea, sir.
How come?
Dermatitis.
I don't have dermatitis.
I do.
Fair enough, he does. Okay.
What does this tool suggest to you?
Isn't that used to snap the patient's ribs when exploring the abdomen?
No, that does not look like a rib spreader.
Thankfully.
Good God! What is the what are the doctors being trained at around here?
Have you ever heard of the Club Alamet?
No, sir.
Have you ever heard of a guy named Moerlin?
No, sir.
Here, take this pressure gauge.
Thank you, sir. What do you want me to do with it?
Well, keep it safe until I think of something. Does this gem mean anything to you?
Not me, sir.
Okay.
Follow me, Benoit.
I'm right behind you, sir.
So, we have an assistant. All we did was put on a white coat, and the doctor of this hospital entrusted us to watch after his relative. This game's going places, folks. And I'm not sure we're gonna like where it takes us. But, at any rate, it is time to take a break. So when we come back, we're going to subject poor Benoit here to apparently the worst nurse in the building. So until then, take care, everybody.
Au revoir.